In this post-election era, an era that saw one of the most highly contested political battles between parties in American history, culminating with the nomination of our 45th Commander-in-Chief in Donald Trump. As our global political and economic situation often fluctuates for the worse, the very popular act of speaking out on social media as a form of social media activism has never been more important than it is today. Since his election and inauguration 3 somewhat months ago, it hasn't been the smoothest of relationships between President Donald Trump and the American people, between his highly publicized usage of social media partnered with his questionable decision-making and policies. It's been nothing short of tabloid-making material.
No ban, no walls, Brooklyn College is for all.
In a blatant showcasing of solidarity, Brooklyn College faculty and students took to the quad to rally and air out their emotional status and frustration amidst the highly scrutinized presidential fallout. The consensus here today is one of dissatisfaction.
Feeling that it's really important right now to show our opposition to the policies that are attacking the rights of so many people on this campus.
The Women's March, a prime example of voicing grievances against government directly toward the Trump administration, brought out A-list celebrities of the likes of Natalie Portman, Scarlett Johansson, and Alicia Keys, amongst others. But what about your common folk? How do you start a grassroots activist movement to counter the state of affairs? Professor Donna Rappaport.
In my capacity, I try to be as aware and educate about issues that are going on. I try to be a conscious citizen. I try to be a responsible one. As a journalist, I try to bring out stories that are important, that maybe are underreported.
After a mere 2 months in office, President Trump has managed to anger many Americans. The recent immigration ban, just the latest headline, and one of the many questionable moves by the Commander-in-Chief, has managed to make some question whether or not Trump is fit to be in office.
He is just a money-hungry, self-absorbed, just egotistical, just horrible human being. I honestly feel like he's a generally horrible human being.
Nothing he does, for me anyway, will ever feel like it's positive.
The United States of America is your country.
Despite a sizable dip in poll numbers for his first 100 days, Trump's personal report on himself and his new cabinet is no shocker. The Commander-in-Chief feels comfortable with the choices he's made and the road ahead.
It's always a challenge, like life itself is a challenge, but it's something that I really love, and I think I've done a very good job at.
History professor at Brooklyn College, Louis Fishman.
Media or social media activism is interesting because they start overlapping. Whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, which I don't do anything on Instagram, but with Twitter and Facebook, less on Facebook, more on Twitter. Others do more on Facebook, less on Twitter. But what we see is that it is a small community of world activists, I think, in that sense, where we start to know each other.
It's very hard to unite people as one, but if he was going to, he should go and try and communicate, see what common ground everyone has.
Whoever said St. Francis College wasn't a rich melting pot? I'm Michael Garay, and that rich melting pot, it's in full force right now as Community Day has kicked off, and students of varying backgrounds are here to celebrate their heritage. The distinct sounds of the Caribbean helped to kickstart this year's newly revamped Community Day event dubbed Culture Shock. It brought out various dishes, music, and cultural pride. Welcome to our special coverage of the Athletic Awards Banquet in the Genovese Center here at St. Francis College. I'm Michael Garay, standing alongside Jalen Cannon. He needs no introduction, but I did it anyway just for you back at home. And Jalen, thank you for stopping by today. And you got this beautiful plaque here. Show that for everyone back at home there. Co-MVP award, very nice. What's that award mean to you? We're back at the Athletic Awards Banquet. I'm Michael Garay, standing alongside Maya McDuff, and she's got a nice award here to tell you guys about the Coaches Award. What does that award mean to you, Maya? They're the hottest ticket in the Northeast Conference. The Terriers knocked off the Wagner Seahawks 83-66 here at home, and it's an unquestionable fact that the Terriers are living up to the previously advertised label of preseason conference favorites. Just the latest bulletin, they knocked off the Seahawks here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching TSN, the Terriers Sports Network, and there's reasons to be celebrating here in Brooklyn Heights as the Terriers were just named the Northeast Conference champions. They beat SFU 66-54 was your final score, and there's a lot to talk about, so let's get to the action right now. And let's bring in Terrier Sports Network analyst Gregory Alcala. After 4 outstanding years, both inside the classroom as well as outside on the playing field, Terrier student athletes were treated to a nice meal in the Callahan Center, courtesy of SFC Athletics. I got a chance to catch up with some of those student athletes who shared their unique memories, perspectives, right here in the small college of big dreams. According to a recent U.S. News and World Report article, St. Francis College was ranked number 5 and being one of the most ethnically diverse colleges. And to many here today, that didn't surprise them.
Honestly, no, because look around. You see so many different cultures just in one cafeteria. It's great. It's a great vibe. I love that it's diverse and it's small.
From Community Day, from the Pope Physical Education Center, reporting from the Pope Physical Education Center, reporting from the Callahan Center, reporting from Brooklyn College, I'm Michael Garay.
College is for all, no ban.